Hello, here we are with the day 19 of Inktober Tangles Challenge 2023. And today I was not sure what I would do with this, if it's finished or not, but I saw that day 19 brings Zentangle Tangle, Knightsbridge. And I think I can fit in some Knightsbridge because it's just like a very simple tangle that I can use to add some more, interest to this drawing. And I'm not sure if I need more details, but I decided to go with it. And I will start with these lines that just disappear as they move away from this place. I can still extend them if I want to, but I'm not sure that I will. Oops. And I will continue adding them until I feel that it's enough. This might be just enough for now. I can come back to it later. And then I have to turn these into a grid, so it's a square grid. The tangle is actually a square grid, and I need to add some lines. Now I want to kind of be mindful about how I draw these lines so that there's some flow between them. And that's the first one, and the other ones need to be more or less parallel to that one. And you know, there's somewhere there's more and somewhere there's less space. And I will try to make it work. And let's see how that goes. And you can see that I'm kind of not pressing too much because I want it to look as though it's disappearing into distance. And hope to achieve that, but let's see. I will extend this. I think I can extend it safely towards the flower here, or maybe even here. Okay, and now I will start adding color to some of these squares, and I need to think about where. So I want this to be visible, this triangle, so I will add color in a way that it doesn't align. And again, I'm using the graphic one just to be quicker with the inking in. And there are two ways to go about it. It's easy to just, it looks very simple, but sometimes you need to be systematic about it so that you don't fill in the wrong one, although there are no mistakes. In this one, it's quite easy to notice when there's something off. So you can either just choose every second or every other square, or you can do it in a way that their corners touch, so that the corners of the black ones meet each other. And I'm going to ink in some of them, and then when I come to those that are on the top, I will see how to proceed, because I want to make them look like they disappear. And of course, if I am not totally successful with it, I can use the white pencil to kind of wipe away some lines. It's not that I will be wiping them away, but I will be kind of hiding them below one layer of white color. So I still have these full squares that I'm inking in, but when I'm done with this row, then I will need to think about how to make them disappear. Okay, now's the time, and I will just try to, starting with a solid line and then doing these flicks. It would be even easier to do it with a thinner pen, my PN, and I think I will maybe add a few flicks with the PN too. Let's see. Very, very busy, but a little bit of shading goes a long way, and I will do the shading now. So I'm starting to add shades, and I want those shades to be quite heavy around the tangles that are already there, so around everything, so that I have like firm boundaries between my Knightsbridge and whatever tangle next to it. And then I will blend those shades also in a way that this Knightsbridge is not too powerful, so that it doesn't overpower everything else, because it's such a powerful tangle. Okay, but I need to be mindful about, you know, scratching the paper, especially where my shapes are inked in, because it's not thoroughly dry, and I don't want to make it tear down my paper, or ruin the surface. Now I will just do a few more things to add more contrast and to finish this drawing. Okay, this is one thing, so I'm not adding the black ink. It's not as dramatic and powerful as black ink, but there's still a lot of drama. I will be adding some white over here so that I have this illusion of tangles that disappear, or to increase this illusion of tangles that disappear. And then I will just take a moment to look at my tile from arm's length and see what else it needs. And I think it needs some more shades. This bottom part seems to be too empty or too bright. For some reason, it needs like some grounding. It's not a special term for what I'm doing, but I want these bottom parts to have some more drama. So I'm just applying some graphite pencil, and I will then use my blending stump to blend it. Well, maybe I was too generous with this layer of graphite. Maybe I should have, I have a very heavy hand, maybe I should have been more subtle with it. But you know, there's always a possibility to just add another layer that's not as dramatic as the first one, so that you can blend it more efficiently. I will blend it, and then I will again look at it from arm's length and see if I like it and if I need something more. Now For some reason, this part here looks too empty to me, but I think I will resist the urge that I often have to fill every bit of paper with lines or whatever. Some more graphite just to make these transitions softer. Oops, another blending, layer of blending. And maybe what I can do is add just a little like notion of this line disappearing here. Towards the top. Looking at it again, seeing what needs or needs not to be done. And I think, you know, when I was tangling and adding stuff, I maybe have muted some of my highlights, so I will just add some highlights to some of these parts where I have a darker background. Before I didn't resist drawing on the back of the tile. It's also Inktober Tangles. And probably when I was drawing, I just moved the paper like this, so some of the shades and highlights have also just disappeared. A little bit of shading here, and then taking another look at it, seeing if it calls for some more interventions, or is it maybe, does it look good the way it is? And what I like to do when I'm not certain about my drawing, whether it's finished or not, is to just leave it overnight and take a look at it in the morning. But I will act as though I have finished it now, and I will add my chop here. One thing that I forget too many times. So I added my letter A, and it's very subtle. And before I finished for today, I will take this opportunity to thank you and spend a second or two or more appreciating this opportunity that I have to draw here, spend some time in this creative process, draw with you and for you. I'm thankful for your comments and for you drawing with me. And I think I'm done with this one. Let's see what days 20 to 31 look like. This was the second Zendala, and let's see what the rest will be like. Thank you for being here with me. Bye.